Hey, y'all. Did you make it through the week unscathed? Or did you barely drag yourself till today? Well, today's episode is pre recorded because I barely drug myself till today, and we have a game this afternoon. But we did win our last game 5-4. I think it shocked us all. So, congratulations, team. Tonight, we're going to get our second win, hopefully. But before we get into today's ramblings of a crazy, tired mother, let's look at some announcements. There's a hole waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. No scars, see my beautiful. Scars, but beautiful.
So the back row is your glide, 'cause Morgan just won't do dance. You don't have to know how to. Ever since Greece got you left, till your whole side's hurt and smile, like you just got away with something. Why? 'Cause you just got away with something. Ever since Greece got you.
Now that we've got that out of the way, I do have to tell you a funny story. So, my kids' Easter baskets, they're a little older now, and, we just do them just so, because I like to give them gifts, and this is a reason to give them one. So, their baskets were a little on the slimmer side this year. I did a lot of shopping at the Dollar Tree. Well, I just so happened to find this super awesome water bottle that just matched my youngest team colors perfectly. So I got it and I put it in his Easter basket. So yesterday we have practice and it's the first practice he's with us. So we use our new water bottle. This thing, y'all, is like bougie, okay, to come from the Dollar Tree. Now, let me just explain. The Dollar Tree has different sections now, so I didn't pay $1 for this water bottle. Just saying. But you can like turn it up and drink it like a regular old cup, or you push a button and a straw pops up. If you don't want the straw, you push it down. And then it has a cap that folds over, and this is like seriously leak proof. Plus, it has a little handle. My child was so excited. He showed off his water bottle to everybody, and he was ready for somebody to ask him where he got it from, because he was going to tell them all. Tell your mama to go to the Dollar Tree, because my stepmom found this totally awesome water bottle, and it's the best one I've ever had. So, go to the Dollar Tree, moms, because there's cool water bottles there. And my kid approves. Also, we're sitting at practice, and I sit in the car and I do my podcast scripts or notes or anything like that while I'm waiting on him to practice. And I kind of watch him at the same time. So I look up, and this child is doing the Little Rascals wave with the hand under the chin and all that. That's just something we do. I've always done it. He's doing the Little Rascal wave, so I'm doing it back at him. And then he's doing the 6-7 thing, so I'm doing the 6-7 thing back at him. He gets in the car after practice and he's like, man, all my teammates were like, yo, what are you doing? Who are you doing that to? He said, I just looked at him and said, I got a stepmom here and we love each other and we got a thing. I just started dying laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, child, leave it to you to tell everybody at practice that your mama is weird or your stepmama is weird. On another note about those baseball games, we really enjoy them, by the way. But I've started smuggling in my own shelled peanuts because, oh my lord, and I smuggle in my Dr. Pepper Zero too. I go to the concession stand. I spend plenty of money at the concession stand. So I take my coffee in sometimes. I take my Dr. Pepper Zero and my peanuts. And I cheer all them kiddos on because in Little League, it is very hard to take sides. You watch them boys out there giving it their all, and you find yourself cheering both teams on. And at this point, you don't even care who wins. You just want the whole team to be happy at the end of the game because those boys play their hearts out. So hopefully tonight's game will get another win because if I'm not mistaken, the coach has promised our boys pizza if they win a second time. But moving on to a different topic. Has anybody else just got this sudden urge to deep clean and just declutter their house? Because I have been cleaning and just like if it don't fit, it is gone. Like I have got stacks and stacks of giveaway stuff because I'm just like, nope, don't need it. Nope, don't need it. And I am like deep cleaning everything and just beating myself up because some of these things I'm like, Lord, has it been that long since I cleaned it? I know it hasn't, but with three kids, two of them teenagers, one of them my wild child, and a husband who brings in more dirt than a dump truck from his work, sand, dirt, everything. It is just, it feels like it is impossible to keep my house free of dirt, dust, and just there's no telling what they track in. So I feel like I'm constantly sweeping and mopping and vacuuming, sweeping and mopping and vacuuming. And let me tell you, if you think those chores are bad, just wait till you got to clean that vacuum cleaner. It's like that. I don't know why. I absolutely hate doing that because you can't clean it on a day you're going to use it. Because y'all, I'm old school. Okay. I take that thing apart. I wash it in the bathtub. I clean everything. Them filters have to have all day to dry before I can put that thing back together and use it. Because when I clean it, I clean it. But it's just like, it's that task that you look at and you're like, you know, you need to do it. And you know, if you did it now, it wouldn't be so bad. But why don't we wait until that thing is like almost inoperable before we decide that we're going to clean it? Like deep clean it. Sure, we empty it. You know, we dust out the filter and stuff, but we don't take it apart and clean it as often as we should. Or at least I don't. That's a fault I have. I just keep looking at it thinking, oh, it'll do one more time until it's barely sucking anything up, and then I'm like, man, now I got to sweep that rug off and clean my vacuum cleaner. Why do I do this to myself? And in my cleaning endeavors, my teenage son has decided that he's a minimalist now. This is the child that well, he's a hoarder, or he used to be. I mean, we've got toys from his first toys, his first blanket, his first, I mean, we have all of those things. And like now all of a sudden, he doesn't want anything. He wants to give it all away. And he's like, and I know you, Mom, you're going to be too attached to all this stuff. You're not going to let me give it away. Y'all, I did go through a lot of that stuff and put it in a tote. Like, I'm saving this stuff. One of these days, you're going to have kids and you're going to want to pass this down to your kids. And, you know, one of these days, you're going to be moved out with a wife and your own family. And I'm going to sit in the living room floor with your tub and cry. Okay? That's just how it is. So, yes, I saved a lot of it. But why was it so traumatic for that child to clean out his, not traumatic for him. It was traumatic for me. He's a teenager now. There's no toys. There's no action figures. There's no Nerf guns. There's no, I mean, his childhood is like in tubs, y'all, and I'm not okay. And then it's not just one, it's both of them. Because yes, my stepdaughter, I met her when she was 9. We've bought Barbie houses. We've bought baby dolls. We've bought so many things. I know the names of all of her Barbies. And y'all, I should have played with this child more because I forgot she had all this cool stuff. Okay. I forgot how much cool stuff she had. But she's a teenager now and she doesn't have any toys anymore. Now this child is a little bit different than my son. She had her own keepsake boxes. She she already knew some of that stuff was getting saved. But it's just you go in there and you look and there's no toys anymore. It's just grown up things. I am thankful that my youngest child still needs me. He's not as independent as them older two are. And that boy's got toys everywhere. So for now, I'm living vicariously through the last one. But he's in double digits now, about to turn 11, and it's not going to be long because he's already changing. And it just pulls at my heartstrings because, my biological child, I went through it all with him, baby stages all the way to teenagers. And the other two, one was 9 and one was 5, and they're just, oh Lord, they're changing so much. And my mama heart just isn't ready for all those changes. And they're all so tall. They're getting so tall. They're all going to be bigger than I am. My daughter already is, and she doesn't let me forget it either, that she is taller than I am. And then my boys are coming up right behind her, and I don't know what I'm going to do the day they all tower over me. I'm going to cry. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take to the bed and cry. So a little bit of personal information, a little bit of tea, if you will. This is not the dramatic style tea of me epically failing on dyeing my hair or anything like that. This is a little something that I've kept, to myself. But I've talked before about our hound dog. Well, we no longer have our hound dog because he was stolen. And unfortunately, we had no evidence of who, and there was nothing legally we could do. We were just missing a piece of our family. But it just so happens that the same lady that we got Duke from has another litter. So we have our name in the hat for another addition to our family, and my husband has put his name in the hat for 2. So we are picking out names already, getting our hopes up already, which I do not advise doing because our whole family was upset when we lost Duke, and our whole family is going to be upset again if we don't get a chance at a new puppy, and it would be his Duke's brothers. So hopefully we are blessed to get that opportunity because we really do miss that big old slobbering, big-eared dude around here. So if y'all could just say a prayer that we get we get the hole in our heart repaired with, at least a relative of Duke since we can't have him. But anyway, we do still, however, have our very moody, very picky male cat, Peanut Butter, whom wants love and affection, but then when you give it to him, he's like, nah, never mind. I thought I wanted this, but I really don't. Unless you're my son. And and then my little worker old man son, he can come out here and that cat will lay all over him, love all over him and everything else. But he just kind of gripes at me. Sometimes he'll come lay under my feet, but I'll try to pet him and love on him, and he's just like, nah, you're not who I want. But thank you, though. Thanks for the offer. Alrighty, so this is going to be another shorter Freestyle Friday because it's pre-recorded and my house is a mess because I decided to deep clean. And if you know, you know. When you decide to take on a task like this, it gets worse before it gets better. And if you lose your motivation in the middle of this task, your family will be walking on what I call cow trails through the house because I done pulled the couches out, the entertainment center out. I moved beds around. I rearranged. Like sometimes my husband will leave for work and he comes home and stuff is in a completely different spot. Like it's a new house when you get home. And it's like, and he'll tell me, don't you do this. Don't be doing that while I'm gone. I can help you do it. I can help. Man, if I can't move it, I don't need it. Okay? Because that is just not how I work. If I can't move it by myself, I don't need it in my house because I am impatient and I be doing all this stuff by myself. I know I can't be the only stubborn one in here. But y'all leave me some comments and stuff and I'll answer questions. Next week we are going live at 7 p.m. on Friday. It will be a live audio show, so be prepared, okay? Well, y'all, thank you for hanging out with me this Friday afternoon. And hopefully we win the game tonight. But before I leave you, I did not forget we have shout outs to do. Shout outs! When you hear your name, do a little dance. Are you ready? Here we go. Rain, Tristan, Ivy, Ella, Raya, Auntie M, Francis, Helen, Brenda, Barbara. Leave a comment or email Grace and Grit to get your name on the shout out list. Thank you all for your continued views and support. Alrighty, guys, I'm out of here. So, like always, go enjoy your family, spend time with them, love on them, or at least tolerate them until tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all next time.